another video on HTML. So in the last video, we covered the basic tags of HTML. So this is kind of a review of what we did last time. This links us to another page. So now we're gonna work with something called forms. And with forms, so forms help with carrying out certain actions. So let's get started. I'm gonna open my text editor up here, brackets. I'm gonna create a new file. I already created a new folder. I'm gonna call it index.php just because. So as you remember, we start off with the basic HTML tags. We get the head, the body, so I'm just gonna title the page user form. So you know, when you're signing up for a website or logging in on a website, what's actually happening is the website is using a form. So we're gonna create sort of a user sign up. We're just gonna in this video I'm gonna go over the markup of that, which is in markup meaning HTML, just the objects. In the following video, probably gonna do something with the form handling, and then in the next video it'll actually go to a database where the users are stored. So to create a form, you use the form tags. Pretty self-explanatory. And in the form, we have a parameter called action, and we have a parameter called method. So our action is basically like when this form is submitted, it has to go to a certain page. So our form action will go to, let's just say, signup.php. And our method is going to be post. We can use get, but the difference between post and get is that get puts whatever the input was in the URL, which I'll be going over in a later video when we actually handle the form with PHP. So I am going to make 2 text fields. So input is basically what you use to define an object in a form. So its type specifies what it is. So I'm gonna say text, name, user, or let's say username, since it's a sign up form, and we can put a value. So that basically puts text in the text box before the user were to put anything inside the text box. So we'll say enter your username, and let's see how that worked out. Oops. I think it was called forms, yeah. So as you can see, there's text in there, but value isn't typically used in inputs anymore because there's something called placeholder in HTML. So we're going to say enter your username. Same with the password, but for type we're going to put password. And by the way, name is going to be used for form handling, so we don't have to worry about that, and form handling in PHP. So name, password, placeholder, enter your password. Okay, gonna refresh. That's weird. Oh, sorry guys, I spelled input wrong. And as you can see, so I had some cache because I've made this before, so enter your username, enter your password, so we can just say test123 for the username, or for the password 123, and it shows up it blocks the text and makes them dots instead of actual text. So for submitting a form, there are two ways we can do this. We can use input type equals button. We're gonna name this submit. And for this we have to assign a value, since you can't really have a placeholder for a button. So say submit for the value, and as you can see, when you click submit, it won't do anything, obviously, because we don't have any events that get carried on after we submitted. We'll go over that in a later video. So the second way we can do this is the more modern way of doing it. This is in HTML5 button. So we use the button tag. I'm gonna put type submit. Its name is also gonna be submit. And instead of assigning the value with the parameter, we do it in the middle of the tag, so we just say submit. And I recommend you use the button tag instead of using the input tag for this. And yeah, it will submit the form. It'll go to signup.php. We haven't created that file yet, so that's all for this video. And in the next video, I will be going over event handling with the JavaScript and some basics that we can use in JavaScript. And then in the following video after that, I'm going to go over event handling in PHP. I hope you learned something from this video. Hopefully you are comfortable with forms. See you next video.